And good for Max Moon. Max Moon did the Green Bay plunge about 14 years too early.
About 14 seconds too early each time.
And the one thing about this match you noticed back in '93, Michaels hit Sweet Chin Music before it was a finish, when it was the setup for the teardrop suplex.
Yes.
That was weird because I was expecting the pin. Michaels obviously won. We cut. Jesse didn't get to see this. We cut to some great Royal Rumble promos. I'm just going to read you what I wrote down. First off, great promos from both Jannetty and Michaels. Michaels pretty much went on to say how Sherry's going to be in his corner, and if you didn't know that, blah, blah, blah. And Jannetty had this. He looked in the camera and he had this anger. He's like, I'm going to call this Marty Jannetty Day because that's the day I'm going to get everything I want. I'm going to get my revenge on Sean, the title, Sherry. Great and passionate promo. Good for both of them. At the end of that, I've seen that match 1,000 times.
Oh, so
I wanted to see it again. It was.
I wanted to see it again too, but we needed to cut this damn
great
thing.
Promo work.
Which, by the way, I thought we wanted to cut this a little. Shorter.
Yeah, it's first show out.
Yeah, sure.
Yokozuna's was great because, oh my God, what's his name?
By the way, the 1993 Royal Rumble is one of the more underrated. It's not so much underrated because it is rated. It's a great freaking Royal Rumble.
Fuji did all the talking in it, and he kept calling him instead of Yokozuna, and he kept really saying Yokozuna. I know Fuji's English is broken, but that's hilarious.
Yokozuna.
And God, I love Kamala's music. I loved Kamala's music. Just the music. And then we went to the main event, which the main event was Damien Demento versus The Undertaker.
Alright, Damien Demento.
What the fuck was Vince on when he created that character? That had to have been some kind of good drug.
Because that character was horrible.
What was that character?
I don't even know.
He came from the darkest pits of your mind.
Nothing about the character made any sense. Nothing about why he was any part of it made any sense.
Okay. Young Taker. Very young Taker. Had red hair still.
You know what's a young Taker?
Young Taker. I say to God, you say skyscrapers Taker, I'm gonna beat you.
No, if you ever want to see a very young looking Taker, rent the movie or watch the movie Suburban Commando. Starring Hulk Hogan.
Another thing, going back to the loose ropes, when Taker went to do old school, it looked like he was going to fall out of the goddamn ring. Because he was like, kind of just jumped for his life. Let's see here. Damien Demento almost fell out of the ring again. Those ropes were so bad. So bad. And the first thing I saw the name Damien Demento, I was like, hey, Donnie Darko's cousin. Anyway, Taker wins the match. There's nothing to say about the match. It was a squash match. It was
the problem is though that most of the night was squash matches. Yeah, you look back at all the matches, every single one of them had a jobber.
Yeah.
It's not like nowadays where you do have some actual thing. You know what? Even though to a sense, I kind of miss jobbers.
I do miss jobbers.
Because they don't use them anymore. The jobbers are what we consider the really under tier, which was, like 3MB, which they ruined careers with because...
So, anyway, now you think the main event would be Taker versus Damien Demento, which, number one, isn't a good main event.
No.
The show did not end at a Taker victory. Oh, no. The show ended with Vince McMahon interviewing Doink the Clown.
Who was annoying the hell out of everybody the whole damn night.
Which is fine. This is a gimmick. However, Doink's arm is in a sling because he got into an altercation with Crush, like a couple weeks back on Superstars anyway. And Crush comes out. First off, by the way, Crush, great mullet. Great mullet.
A lot of mullets back then.
And the tights were purple and orange and yellow. And
that was the Crush I actually liked.
Now, you didn't watch this. I don't know if Crush was trying to force this Hawaiian accent or if this was the way Crush naturally talked. I don't know.
I've seen this a bunch of times.
But his brothers and everything was so bad. It was so bad. And the night ended with nothing happening and Doink running away from Crush and falling and then playing Crush's music. That is how the first Monday Night Raw ended, with Crush getting over on Doink the Clown.
You know what's sad though? When we were younger, when you watch it for the first time when you're younger,
it's great.
Yeah, it's great. You look back at it now and like, What
Horrible.
in God's name?
Vince was bad on commentary.
Vince was really bad.
Made me miss Jerry the King Lawler. Macho was not great on commentary because he did not pay attention.
You know what, though? At least I can still deal with him because he has so much energy.
Bartlett didn't
really
care.
Like Macho.
The matches were squashes. The only good things were the executioners.
How is that the only good thing?
Because that was the only part that made me laugh.
What the?
Legal Man was not bad. Anyway, notes of the show to wrap this up. Notes of the show. Young Kyoto to watch for. Young Kyoto. The Steiners versus Executioners match. Don't go out of your way, but if you're bored, watch that match. It's
Max
hilarious.
Moon's outfit.
Max Moon's outfit and the neon WWF logo at the time. Crush's mullet. And the Sea Taker almost died doing old school. This has been Pro Talk Elite. My name is Robert Vine.
My name is Jesse Diaz.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, and we're back with the second episode of Monday Night Raw. Or the first episode of WCW Nitro. I don't know. Do tell. Let's see.